Well, hello again. On this installment of Mrs. Ballow's Messy Desk, we will be making rubber band bracelets using a plastic fork. As you can see, it's not a complete plastic fork. I broke the two middle pieces off. It just makes it easier to make the bracelet. So all you need is rubber bands, a fork, and some little clippies, and you are on your way. This is a fishbone style bracelet, Viking net. There's a bunch of different ways to call it. I'm going to try not to use any trademark names, but here we go. First things first, pick your first rubber band and you will figure 8 wrap it onto your fork. So I'm going to do it and then show you because it's just easier. So it should be wrapped figure 8 style. You twist, and you only do that to the first rubber band. Then you add another rubber band and another rubber band in whatever color you want. So you should have 3 rubber bands on your fork. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull up the bottom band up and over your other rubber bands. And then I'm going to kind of hold it and do it again. Up and over the fork tine and into the middle. And it starts to look like that. Then you push them down a little and you add your next rubber band, whatever color you want. So now you have 3, and you're going to pull your bottom band up, and I'm going to hold these in the middle so they don't pop off. Pull your bottom band up and put it over there. And then you put on another rubber band, and I'm just doing random. Hold it, flip, and flip. And then put on another rubber band. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to start doing it really fast, and we'll see how it goes. Do. And you can do whatever pattern you want, but pretty soon you should start seeing it look like a bracelet. I'm going to pause for a second and do a couple more. All right, so now I've done a few more, and it's actually starting to look like a bracelet. So here's a tip. When you're flipping your rubber bands over your fork tines, if you grab the bracelet and hold it, it'll keep your rubber bands on your fork without them sliding off. So you put another one. You'll notice that I always start with 3, 1, 2, 3 on the fork. Flip the bottom one, and then put another band on. All right, I'm going to do a couple more. I'll come back in a minute and I'll show you how to finish it. Be back. Okay, how to finish. So when my bracelet's long enough, obviously this is not long enough, but we're just going to pretend it is. When my bracelet's long enough, I'm going to finish by not putting any new rubber bands on the fork, but by just taking them off. So I would have my last one that I just put on, and then I would put on or flip over that one, and then this one, and then the last one you don't flip over because there's nothing to flip. The easiest way I find to do it is to put them both on your finger, or flip them over to one tine, and then pull it really tight and put it on your finger. If you try to do this from the fork, it makes it a real pain. When you've got it on your finger, you're going to stretch the rubber bands out, and you're going to take your C-clip or S-clip or whatever you're going to clip with and clip it onto one side. And then find the original rubber band that you started with that was your figure 8. I think mine was the blue one. That's the bottom rubber band. You're going to do the same thing. Kind of put it on your finger, stretch it out, and then you're going to hook the other side of your C-clip to that rubber band. And then you're done. It's more like a ring, but if you made it longer, it would be a bracelet. And as you can see, you have to be really careful with the C-clip. Mine already kind of came off right there, so I'm going to redo that. Make sure you get both rubber bands on the C-clip. Some people like S-clips better. It's just whatever you have in your kit or in your stash. But that's it. And that's how to make a fishbone or Viking weave bracelet using a plastic fork.